I'm curious. I've never been to like an English, British Christmas, but do you guys dance as much and party? Because if that's so, then I think I'm missing the point here on my end.
Well, I think it's nice because I mean, I guess Christmas is usually a sort of family thing, and this it's their last night on Earth.
I just think we should be honest with the kids.
We know the Russians want us all dead. They're sending poisonous gas to kill us all in the morning.
It's not the Russians, it's the planet. It's very upset.
It will kill anything and anyone that is still alive.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, Lucy, how's it going?
Good. I've been doing a lot of calls with people and not seeing their faces, just a photo of them. So I'm very happy.
Oh, that's no fun. Come on.
Your moving face.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I'm glad to see you too. So this is perfect. Where are you at?
I'm in the UK right now. I'm doing a TV show here. So yeah, I'm actually in the countryside at the moment. I'm in Sussex, which is very nice.
Oh, you heard about that one? Wait, is that called Bloody, the show you're doing?
It's called Bloods.
Bloods. Okay. Yeah.
Bloods. Yes.
I might be talking to you again soon in regards to that show. So looking forward to that. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what I saw in this movie. I don't know. First of all, I love Christmas. I don't think I'm joining your Christmas with this group because it's one of the wildest ones I've seen ever. I just want to know your reaction when you read the script and where were you going through, like the first immediate thoughts in your mind when you were reading it?
I mean, I started reading it and I felt like I was on very, very familiar territory of a sort of cozy Christmas, British Christmas movie. And I loved that there were sort of little sort of odd clues that something was amiss and awry and things that weren't explained. And then we get to the sort of Christmas dinner and it's revealed that actually everyone's in quite a different situation, and as a viewer or reader of the script, you're on quite a different ride. And I thought it was really exciting. I loved that it did that. And I thought while it went suddenly somewhere very dark and scary and real, it still maintained humor, albeit rather sort of dark humor.
Right. I'm curious. I've never been to like an English, British Christmas, but do you guys dance as much and party? Because if that's so, then I think I'm missing the point here on my end.
Well, I think it's nice because I mean, I guess Christmas is usually a sort of family thing, and this it's their last night on Earth, and they've chosen to be with their chosen family, with their friends,
right?
And that sort of idea, the sort of, what would you do if this was it? And I think for sure, most people probably, it would involve copious amounts of alcohol and crazy dancing and sort of desperation for sort of fun and laughter and connection. So it was really fun shooting those scenes, those dancing scenes. We were all absolutely exhausted, but I think
it seems like it. There's a lot of physical dancing and everything. You guys are really partying it up.
But it felt, I loved it when I watched the film back, and how it was sort of spliced in to kind of these very serious, scary moments, and you'd cut back to this sort of wild frenzy of people just sort of like desperate to have some joy or sort of be feeling something. I thought that was sort of amazing and sort of really kind of creepy and sad as well.
It really was. I haven't seen anything like it. Like for me, the closest thing to like a holiday movie I mean, my favorite holiday movie is The Holiday. Yeah. Kate Winslet, Cameron, they're dancing at the end and celebrating. Not like in this situation. It's not as happy and romantic.
Yeah, Cameron wasn't bleeding from her eyeballs at the end.
No, definitely not. I love the cast. I'm curious if many of you, pretty much most of you are Brits in the film, I think, besides Lily. But did you guys know each other? Have you worked together? It seemed like a really good family atmosphere, because I'm like, they probably have been friends in real life for a while, because you guys create a very natural kind of on-screen chemistry, I felt like.
And I think that's really it's a testament to the writing and to the cast that Camille Griffin brought together, that it was a lovely group of people, and we met for a dinner before we started shooting, and it was weirdly a Christmas dinner,
of course,
with a lot of alcohol, and that was quite bonding. But I think Kira and Matthew, playing husband and wife, had worked together, so there was that familiarity there, which I think really helped. But really, it was a small film. We were all together a lot, sitting on set, and it was a great atmosphere. So that just sort of, translated onto the screen, which is wonderful.
You guys are in one place the whole movie pretty much, which is kind of crazy. Was that an actual house, or is this like a set build that looked like a real house? I'm curious, because that's a character in the movie, literally that house.
It was, wasn't it? It was, yes, it's a beautiful house. We did everything there, and you'd sit and sort of gossip upstairs in between takes, and sort of using the various different rooms. And I think that really helped, actually, because, as I said, it was a sort of small movie, and we were all thrown together. So we were all together a lot on set, even when we weren't filming, and sort of like getting to know each other. But yes, no, it was a beautiful house.
Where was it located? I'm curious, because it had so much open. It
looks like in the countryside, but it was North London. It was just outside. It wasn't at all, but it was very clever. It looks sort of terribly remote.
Yeah, I'm like, this is the middle of nowhere on earth, So
yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, it pulled it off completely for the film. I'm curious, you're reading the script. If you were in a situation that these parents are in, what would you do? I'm curious. Would you have a young child? Would you ever consider doing this, or would you ride it out and see what happens?
Well, you don't know. And it's that scary thing of you're watching these parents justifying in the film to these questioning children, why are you doing this? Why are you killing us? Or choosing this? And that they're sort of making the best choice that they have available, which is all you can do as a parent, and you hope you're making the right one, but you don't know. And that's I love in this film, that you can see the parents sort of doubt and fear and being questioned by their children for the choices that they've made. And but I think as a parent, your instinct is to protect, and so that's what they think they're doing.
It makes you wrestle with your mind, asking, what would you do if you were in that situation? Even I thought, like, wow, this is one of those things. I think I would write it out and take a chance, but I mean, I think I would. I mean, just for the sake of it, you never know what can happen. Even if things are predicted to happen, I like the kind of spontaneity of life. So I would have taken a chance personally.
Yeah, but it's interesting because it's sort of like, they were being these pills that in the film everyone's issued by the government. This is a government recommendation, and we're living in a time now where are we going to listen to the government recommend? Some people want to, some people aren't. And it's very interesting because obviously this was written pre-COVID. Most of it was filmed pre-COVID, before that was even a real threat. It sort of was at the same time, but it feels incredibly pertinent now.
It does.
It's like, who do we to? Who knows the truth? And it's scary.
It is. Yeah, it makes you ask a lot of questions, kind of ponder what would you do in that situation,
Yeah.
I'm curious. I know, how do you celebrate the holidays personally? Do you have like any sort of traditions that you like to do? I know we're in holiday season right now, so the movie's fitting, but what sort of things do you enjoy to do?
I didn't do Chris. I was like, before I had my son, and I sort of would be like, oh, I wasn't sort of over Christmas, and would sort of always go, this is a perfect time to go away and take a holiday and be on a beach. But as soon as you have kids, Christmas is for kids. So it's
True.
sort of, I'll make, there's Christmas trees, and we obviously don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in the UK, but I think that's the sort of such a lovely holiday. I know you've got it coming up soon.
Yeah.
And that's sort of about just celebrating your family or chosen family and being with people you love and being grateful. Whereas Christmas, as I said, it's lovely for kids, but it's to me, it's sort of like become, you're just spending money on presents that nobody needs. And
and 2 days later, you forget about the present. True.
There's something a little gross about it. But if you can try and make it more of a sort of like like Thanksgiving, where it's about sort of family and getting together and spending time, then that is lovely.
I like that. So as before I let you go, I've tried this new thing. So I've done this with Devin Sawa and Danny Zabato. So you're the third person. I got this. I buy stupid things. Speaking of stupid things, I bought this book of useless facts. So I want you to pick a page. There's 191 pages, and we're going to learn a useless real life fact. Are you up for this?
Let me tell you something. I love a fun fact. And
okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to go.
We learned some crazy things. Okay, there's 191 pages. Which page should I turn to? I've never read this book. I don't know what's in it. So every time we turn a page, we're all learning something.
76.
76. Okay. Great topic. It's called Hold Your Liquor. So perfect, Lucy. You really got this one right.
I had a hunch.
You really did. Okay, fun facts, real facts. A full 7% of the entire Irish barley crop goes to production of Guinness beer.
Good.
Wow, I did not know this. Okay, this is another fact. Beer foam will go down if you lick your finger and then stick it in the beer.
Wait, this is before we're going to have to try this now.
I mean, I had no idea that was a thing. So you lick your finger and you put it in a beer and the foam will go down immediately, apparently.
It goes down immediately, or it goes down while you're drinking it, or it just disappears?
No, it just disappears.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, and two more. A Bloody Mary is known as the Queen of Drinks and was invented in Harry Bar in Paris in 1930. So the Bloody Mary was invented in Paris in 1930.
Love a Bloody Mary, and I'm very pleased to know that fact. Thank you. I'm not.
People have been drinking it for a long time, apparently. And here's the final one. If you put a raisin in a glass of champagne, it will keep floating to the top and sink to the bottom at the end.
I feel like that's a waste of a perfectly good glass of champagne, don't you?
I kind of do. I didn't know what float and then just go straight down like an anchor, but apparently
I'll finish the glass of champagne before I found out if that's true or not.
Right. I think it's still going to be on top, that raisin. Well, there's something we learned, today, but very good choice right there. Page 76. We got some drink facts, holiday themed, right?
Yes, perfect.
I had so much fun talking to you, Lucy. This is so cool to catch up with you. I've been a longtime fan of your work, and it's finally a great movie to finally get to talk on and get to connect with you.
I'm thrilled. Thank you, Jim. Thanks so much.
And hopefully we'll talk on Bloods next. So that might be in the works.
Okay, brilliant. I'll see you soon then.
Yes, absolutely. Have a great one and enjoy Boxing Day. I think that's what you guys have coming up.
Yes, we do. No, that's the day after Christmas. Boxing Day.
Oh, that's okay. I thought it was after Thanksgiving. Fair enough. Close enough.
I don't for Christmas. Yes.
Bye-bye, Lucy. Talk soon.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.